Hello, my friends. I hope you are doing well. We are cooking at home tonight, Zane and I am making one of my favorite things to eat on the planet, but something I don't make often, and that is seared scallops. Seared scallops are, to me, a delicacy. I just love them, and I don't know why I don't cook them more often, but I'm cooking them tonight, so I'm going to share with you my favorite way to make them. There are two types of scallops, bay scallops and sea scallops. Bay scallops are smaller and usually they're a little more sweet and tender. And bay scallops are found in more shallow waters, and sea scallops are going to be larger and they are found in the deep saltwater seas, and they're going to be a little more salty than bay scallops. So what I'm cooking today are sea scallops. I've never purchased scallops fresh, I think maybe one time in my life, but I think even if you purchase them fresh, whether you're at a fishmonger or at Whole Foods or wherever, they've been frozen unless you live right near where the scallops are harvested. They're harvested in oceans or in those shallow waters, so they're usually frozen right on the spot, and you hopefully will get them only after one freeze. So these were frozen, and I'm going to give you a few tips for getting that golden sear that makes a scallop restaurant worthy. My scallops were frozen, so the way I thaw them is earlier today I put the bag of frozen scallops, and it was a small bag, so I put them in this colander and I ran cold water over them and got them where they weren't stuck together, and then I just put this bowl underneath and then I put them in the fridge. This is earlier today. And then I would take them out every couple of hours and I would run more water through them, let it drain. They were all separated, and I would pour off the water, and then I ended up with this. So once your scallops are thawed, the secret to a perfect sear is getting them perfectly dry. The enemy of a sear is moisture. So I have put these on a paper towel. This is actually the third paper towel. I have changed paper towels twice and put a fresh dry one underneath, and I've flipped these because you want dry scallops to hit that pan with the oil and hopefully develop a very good golden crust. So here we have it. I am making my scallops in my nonstick caraway pan. Love, love, love this pan. As always, I link to everything I ever mention, so I will link to my pan. I'm using avocado oil. For scallops, you want something with a low smoke point, like avocado oil or grapeseed oil. So this is avocado oil, and I have got this on medium. So you're going to want to get some tongs. I like to get smaller ones. Well, this is what I have. So I'm going to get these tongs. You want something where you can flip each scallop. Because I'm about to put these in the pan, I'm going to season them. I don't season them far ahead because if you add salt, it might draw out moisture. If you salt them considerably ahead of time, you might need to dry them again, but I'm going to do it right before I place them in the skillet. So I'm doing this sea salt, flip it. This is Redmond's real salt, and I'm going to use some garlic powder. I'm not going to flip these again, just a little, and then I'm going to do a little pepper. You don't need much seasoning because you're going to see my secret to giving these flavor once they're cooked, so you stay tuned. Okay, so now this is medium. We have our dry scallops. And guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to start by putting them in with my hands. It's just easier because they're cold. It'll be quicker. I'm going to move this around for my oil. You want your scallops not to crowd. Keeping them with plenty of space in between is key to getting a sear. Don't flip or turn them until you've waited about 3 to 4 minutes, because once you start turning them, it's like they will never get that sear. So you want to get the sear the first time. So I'm going to be patient, and we're going to wait, and we're going to get that sear. So Okay, friends, it's been about 3 minutes. And I haven't put the timer on, but I'm about to flip them because I think we have a perfect sear. I'm going to try to hold this for you all to see. Look how beautiful. I've always wondered, do I need to cover these to steam them and get them to cook from within? But what I have found, for me, based upon the typical size scallop, if you sear them on both sides, they're going to be in the skillet 6 to 8 minutes. So they're going to be cooked plenty, so you don't have to do the lid. And that's my experience. So the second time should not take quite as long. And I can't wait to show. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you all how we're going to finish these. These scallops are finished in a lemon butter sauce. I used to make these and sear them in the butter, but the butter has a lower smoke point, so I found that it's better to sear them first in the avocado oil and the seasonings, and then pour the butter and the lemon juice over once they're seared. Got 1 lemon, and I cannot find my lemon juicer, so we're just going to do this. This, and it's going to be fabulous. So let's check on these. I think they're done. So I'm going to...
A feast tonight.
Zane, would you hold this down where my people can see? Fresh lemon and butter. Look at this. Y'all, this is restaurant worthy. I've turned the heat off. And I'm going to plate these, and they're fabulous. They're going to be fabulous. Oh, I do want to show you one thing. And it's hard to see now. I felt like these had freezer burn. And now that I'm looking, maybe they didn't. But you see how that's got that? I think they were freezer burned. It's that little part right there. It was white and discolored. That's freezer burned, so they're going in the trash. Okay, my friends, no sir, no sir, you go over there. We're gonna put these in this half plate, half bowl where the juice will not run out. Oh my goodness, guys. I don't know why I don't make these more. Look, and guys, they're so tender and buttery and sweet, and they're so easy to make. Okay, so this is how I make pan-seared scallops with lemon butter sauce. I hope you've enjoyed this content. I hope you give this a try at home. I'd love to hear back from you and let me know your thoughts. As always, I'm grateful for you who are watching. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, be blessed and stay savvy.